show it. Oh!
What the fuck you done there?
Oh no.
Right.
It's get out.
Welcome back to New Filter. I'm Steve.
Get out. I'm Bootsy.
Alright, welcome back.
Where's your cup of brie, like?
Eh?
You put spikers with sugar there?
No.
Yeah, I
haven't.
Yeah, haven't you?
Haven't?
Oh.
I'm gonna spike you, it wouldn't be with fucking sugar.
Imagine that on ya!
If we're curries in my teapot, are you?
Yeah, I fucking love the show, mate, like. Yeah, Steve, I love you, mate.
Yeah, it would be funny.
Actually, I need to make sure I press it. Aye. I will do one time.
It would be funny.
Aye, who would be interested in seeing me and Steve full of eh?
It would be funny. I might not get millions of views.
Oh, I would I?
Imagine, just
God, that is very
sitting
real.
having a cup of tea and a chat for the
With the tunes on.
Aye. Ooh, fucking hell. Right, what's on the schedule for today then?
Aye, yeah, let's giddy gal. Giddy gal.
Should we just get stuck into the notes if we had something you wanted to get off your chest?
Oh, wait. No, I haven't really, but now normally you say, oh, cheers very much and all that for subscribing, keep it all up and all that, which is good and all that, thanks a lot. But I've had a few people message me saying they love the bowl, so I thought I'd ask you a question from the bowl. Like, we've got loads to cover and all that this week because there's loads going on. But I thought we'd just get stuck into
the bowl. Usually this is one of the random things to say.
And I've got
shows you haven't fucking many ideas we've got for today.
I'm saying we've got loads to cover.
Welcome to the show, get the bowl out then!
Get the fucking bowl in. Aye. So yeah, we're going with another random question.
That's a fucking big one.
Is Michael Jackson, or do you think Michael Jackson was a nonce? That's a good one, isn't it?
I don't really know. I'm not fully convinced that he was, to be honest. I think that he obviously was weird as fuck and he was doing things that he shouldn't have been doing. Like, I don't think he was a sexual person. I didn't think he had it in him to like have sex. I think he was just pure weird. He had a pure bad childhood, and then he tried to like compensate by just like trying to make other kids have good ones, and having them over to his Neverland and all that shit. And like, he crossed the lines by getting them in his bedroom and that. And obviously, if you were a parent and you heard your kid be in Michael Jackson's bedroom, you would think, "What the fuck's going on here?" And rightly so. And then that's where all the court cases came from. Having said that, I've not seen all the documentaries about it and all that stuff. And
the documentaries about Raj and that. Like, you had
I don't know all the ins and outs, but I just thought it might be a bit of an easy target.
I do reckon that. There's a lot of people think like that, but I was watching that Watch It Fine in Neverland, and he had mad bells up in the corridors and all that, you know, so he could have people coming.
Oh really?
If someone was coming up in a car, that he'd have like a bell in his room and all that. So I don't know. Maybe he likes bells. I don't know. But also another thing I thought was, if there was a random bloke on your street having your kid out and all that and wanting to sleep in the same bed, everyone would lynch him, you know what I mean? You'd think, that's a definite nonce, and no one... So why should he be given a little bit of extra lenience because he's a fucking celeb? Wasn't a celeb,
he was just weird as fuck, wasn't he?
He was just a weirdo, so...
I guess
probably. Anyway, we'll get back there.
Maybe he was.
But I watched that documentary.
Not the naughty tune up though.
He did make a good bit of music, like.
Aye.
But was he touching bands?
Oh wait,
Knee filter, I was like that.
Knee filter.
Aye, knee filters. Aye, definitely getting filter. Anyway, so what we got on the notes? So Steve found his notes from last week. He had them in his little school bag in his satchel.
After all that.
He wears a satchel for work, innit?
Anyhow, I saw what happened in the boxing news this week. So the WBC announced Dillian White as a compulsory challenger for Tyson Fury, which is good to see. You know,
I like Dillian White, mate.
I like Dillian White as well. It's good to see getting his big shot. You know what I mean?
Who are you paying to do these notes, like?
To them yourself.
Sure, man. Better than my notes. My notes are reported.
What does your notes say?
I can't even.
Exactly.
Aye, exactly. Aye.
I'm the brains behind the outfit.
Aye, that's it.
It's good to see him getting his shot. It'll be a good fight. Now, I think
they are fucking
now it is
shocking.
I think that what you want to do. It's that way. We're gonna pop them up, even though So see the way the letter points.
They're like breeze blocks.
See the way the letter is. So have the letter like facing the right way and push it in, and it feels weird at first. Do you know what I mean? Because the big bit goes towards the back.
Oh.
You've got to put it up your arse.
Oh, is that how you do it?
But I was just gonna say that I think the build-up for the fight will be even better or as good as the fight.
Aye.
There'll be so much banter. It'll be good.
Aye.
I just think it's good for British boxing as well. If it's a fight everyone wants to see, I'll be keen to watch it. Like,
it's a shame that Joshua might like. Do you think Dillian White could beat him?
Nah.
Nah.
I don't know. I don't think anyone can beat Fury just because not because he's necessarily he is a really good boxer and probably the superior boxer and all that, but I just think he's just like he just can't be beat, can he? Like, even in his fights where he hasn't boxed great, he just when it gets to later rounds and that, he just digs deep and just goes to war and just does what he's got to do and like he wears people down in that. I just can't see anyone beating him. Like he's just a freaking nature, isn't he?
Whistle.
But you know, the AJ fight might still happen if AJ beats Usyk, which might happen. It would be good to see Fury beat White and then AJ beat Usyk, and then we'll get the big fight everyone wanted to see, AJ and Fury for the unification, and then Fury retires, because Fury's only going to have a couple more fights, isn't he?
Well, you keep saying it, I
hope so anyway. But it'll be a little bit good.
Speaking of the fights that everyone wants to see, we've got the Amir Khan and Kell Brook finally shot finally as well.
I know.
But how good are the press has, man?
Oh, hilarious.
They've had made him creased, you know.
Really
Amir Khan's in his heat, isn't he?
I would always said I would have thought Kell Brook would have done him, but like watching the press conferences, it looks like Khan's in his head a bit, and like that does like mean a lot when it comes to big fights. Sometimes you know
it's hilarious to watch
the fight before you get in the ring if your head's not in it.
Kell Brook is literally sat there fizzing, man, isn't he? Like you can't believe like
going, come on, Kell, come on, Kim.
And he keeps saying when Kell Brook says something, he says, Amir Khan's like, who, me? And he goes, yeah, you. All the time, though, he's raging a minute, and yeah, you.
You were saying that like when they used to spar, the amateurs used to go easy on him and they only use one hand and stuff. So what happened to pick me for the Olympics and not you and all that stuff? He's like, oh, it's politics. He's like, shut up, man, will you?
Like, there was at one point,
this video I was saying trying to claim that Kell Brook's gay and all that. He got stabbed because he had some like young poor boy to his house or something, or poor bloke or something to his house.
I think that would have happened, like.
Nah, but it's just like, it's again just like...
He's in his head,
getting in his head.
He's in his head.
Big news this week that Tommy Fury pulled out of the Jake Paul fight now.
But, you know, when I first seen it, I was like, hey, no way, like, the whole thing's just a complete money-making scam. But then, is his x-rays and all that being released? He's got cracked ribs and everything, hasn't he?
Yeah, when I first seen it, I was a bit obviously disappointed, and like everyone, like I was talking to about it, saying, oh, it's a joke and all that, he looks like a soft shite and all that stuff, and like giving him loads of stick. And I was as well, but then, you know, as days went on, I thought, hold on, it's actually quite a valid excuse. I was watching the Tommy Fury interview last night, a recent one, and he had this chest infection for like 6-7 weeks, but they kept pushing through training anyway. And someone in the gym, some like 15...
He hasn't got that COVID, has he?
I don't know.
He must have had that vaccine.
Some 15-stone unit punched him in the ribs, bare knuckle, and broke his ribs.
Why did you do that?
I don't know.
Why would you do that?
Well, John Fury said, I can't believe it, I've never seen anything like it in the gym. He says he was just, the bloke was a tit and all that. And they took him to the hospital and he had broken ribs. So you can understand if he has a broken ribs and a chest infection and all that.
He's meant to be a fighting man though. Should he not be able to take that kind of take off a 15-stone bloke?
I don't know.
I thought he'd fight any man born of his mother.
He is still a novice, so Tommy Fury, like, don't forget, like, he's like they say, like, about his amateur pedigree, he didn't have loads and loads of amateur fights. I think he had 12 or something. And obviously he's from a fighting background, but he is still a raw novice really in the professional boxing game, and it's a pretty good matchup him in thingy having.
Do you think?
I
still think he's in a mile above.
Do you reckon?
Oh wait, aye.
Yeah.
Because that's what made me think, was the whole thing just bullshit? Is Jake Paul ever going to fight a boxer?
Yeah, I know. But apparently Jake Paul's saying they're not going to give him a, reschedule it. He's just kind of saying, fuck you, but...
Really? See, that makes us think again.
He's just...
Is he ever going to do it?
Look at your escape.
Watch him, Woodley... Wasn't it Huggy says Woodley's going to win this one so they can have a third.
Aye.
And that's going to be the way it's going to go. And Jake Paul will probably end up with a tattoo saying I love Tyron Woodley. Know what I mean? Where's it stop? But
circus.
Anyway,
I'll tell you what, mate, I'm not being keen to watch a Tyron Woodley fight again. That was worst fight I think I've
Is
ever
that not
seen.
this weekend?
I didn't care.
Nah, can it be?
I'll not be watching that.
But Woodley's just either game as toast or just happened to be ready to go.
Apparently he's always been training, but
I go for what? Full on fighting car.
that's a good point to be fair.
It is a good point,
usually
isn't it?
when people pull out a fight and this type of thing happens, there's usually a bigger window when the arranging of a fight. It was literally as soon as Tommy Fury announced he wasn't fighting, like half an hour later or something, Jake Paul was like, oh, Tommy Woody's gonna jump in. But you know how there was the whole thing the last time saying that there was a clause where he wasn't able to knock him out.
Aye.
He's offering him a bonus if he can knock him out this
Aye,
time.
so he says.
Aye.
So he says,
Aye.
is Woodley just going to take the money and not knock him again? Because there was that one point where Jake Paul was on the ropes, ready to go, wasn't he? Why was Woodley backed off then, you know what I mean?
I know.
He's a athlete.
To be fair, he
should have pounced on him like
he's a
tiger.
fighter and all that. He's not like used to being in a boxing ring. Like you looked a bit uncomfortable in that, and it didn't look natural. I thought.
I did, aye.
I think it's going to be much the same again. I think it'll be a shit fight, and Paul will get a shit decision. I'm really not keen at all.
You reckon I?
Shite.
You'd be tuned in.
I would love it.
You'd be tuned in.
I'll not get it away if I'm in the house and it's on. I'll watch it. But
No, because it'll be on
I'm
the
not
afternoon.
buzzing to watch it. Oh, will it? Oh, yeah, I'll make it on at work then.
Keeping busy the lad.
What was I going to say? I would love it if Woody knocked them out, but these fights with these idiots are just always very disappointing, just crap fights. Like,
You read.
it's just the Tommy Fury one was an interesting fight. It would have been an interesting fight. I was quite looking forward to see that. Like, it's pretty much the same height and weight now, weren't they? And like experience and all that shit. Obviously,
I thought it would have been good, mate, because obviously then Jake Paul's obviously a boxer, so it would have been worth watching as well.
Tommy Fury, you mean?
Aye.
Aye.
What did I say, like?
Aye, Jake Paul.
Did I fuck?
You did.
You did.
Blake Paul, he said.
Talking about these daft fights and all that, did you see Platinum Mike Perry fucking gone berserk, punching someone's head in just because he's on that card with Shannon Briggs in
Aye.
who was it? Rampage Jackson. Aye.
No.
And I think it must have been something to do with that, and he's in the crowd punching someone's head in. Aye.
No, I didn't see that.
He's a lunatic, him. Like, you've seen the video where he's being full on racist and all that. Like,
Aye.
he's like on a slippery slope. He seems like he's always doing something fucking insane. But he's full on punching this bloke's teeth out. I don't know who the other bloke is. I'll show you after this. Yeah. We'll fetch it up on the thing. Oh, and thanks to everyone mentioning about my hand. I grinded it and then it's all on the menu. So it's all stitched up. I had a good look at it last night, didn't we?
It looks like a fucking baseball mitt.
There's a bit like, doesn't it? But once the stitches are in, it'll be grand. So that's nice as well. But as well as
got his Yankees hat on, his baseball mitt on.
Good day, mate. I am a proper American. Moved to Sydney and everything.
Friggin' Masvidal's fighting that Edwards this weekend, didn't he? This weekend?
And that's been
a big drama there.
It's been a long time coming, that one, like for the UFC, because Leon Edwards has always been, he's mitten that, and he's always just been there. He was always beefing on with Usman as well, I'm sure he was, and he's never really had his proper shot. I didn't think anyway, because like I say, like a few episodes ago, like my I drifted away from the UFC a bit when COVID was on, but I'm coming back into it now, but I completely just forgot about it, kind of thing. So I don't know what's been going on when I haven't been watching, but before, when I was really into it and all that, there was fucking, I think Masvidal was getting interviews. He hadn't been fighting, I don't think, and I think maybe Leon Edwards walked past, or vice versa, I don't know. And one of them said something to the other one, and Masvidal ran doing the thing and burst him, like live on telly as well, like in an interview. And ever since then, obviously, there's like backwards and forwards. But
so
that'll be a hellish fight. That. But that's all. Is that on the Poirier card? Is Poirier fighting this weekend?
Poirier's this weekend, aye.
But so is Masvidal. It's a hellish card.
Is that card?
And Nunes is on as well.
Nunes is on,
aye.
Aye. I'll be keen to watch that, like.
It came up on my timeline or something. It was like this time, maybe 3 years ago.
When she burst Ronda Rousey.
No, not her. Oh man, what's the wife? She's got like a robot's name.
Cyborg.
Aye, her. What card was that on?
Cyborg one.
When Nunes burst that?
It was
We watching the
It was
Harlequin?
2006. The Ronda Rousey one.
No. It was.
Oh, the Cyborg one.
Aye. We went and watched that somewhere. Aye. Should proper Steve Burris for a while.
Harlequin and Piamo, wasn't it?
What, the Harlequin, aye?
That was good for UFC. Dude.
Your favourite local?
Aye.
What a ball that was, by the way.
Pretty cool, eh?
Aye, they did a nice plate of chips they did. With the sour cream and all that. Perfect for Sunday snacking, wasn't it?
Oh, that's alright.
We'd give them the thing, the Harlequin. Nah, fuck them. bunch of miserable cunts and weren't they? Rude.
Did they even serve pints? That was schooners.
Did they not serve pints?
I can't remember. I think it was schooners, isn't it?
Not the legs E. What else we got?
I think that's it for the fight updates for the notes, like.
I'll have to make the notes next week, like, because these are terrible. These.
Carrying the show, yeah.
It's starting to get heavy. Aye, so we'll move on to the football, Toon got the first win.
Aye, Burnley 1-0.
Mom.
Aye, first win of the season. I didn't watch the match, like, did you?
Well, aye. But I tell you what, like, the commentary on it is fucking shit, you know.
Aye, oh yeah.
It's shit. I like the... Saying that the Sky Sports were pretty biased against it anyway, but Optus is shite. Who's doing the commentary on the Optus show fight then? All about?
Get them on the list.
Aye, get them on the list. Wasn't the... Aye, so we've got the first win and we've got Leicester tomorrow. Oh, Sunday afternoon.
Aye.
So...
We've got the Sports Direct sign down and seen.
Aye, that's great.
That's going to need FILTA sign up in its place.
Stadium just looked like a pile of shite, didn't it?
Aye.
I know it looks mint. It looks mint again.
Well, so they're about building a new one.
I don't know.
Remember them plans?
Aye. But didn't the sports director... Didn't he start calling it the Sports Direct Arena?
Aye, that was outrage, wasn't that?
Oh.
It was changed to the Sports Direct Arena, but that was pure carnage. People...
You might as well have called it Netto.
Netto.
Aye.
Yeah, it's a blast from the past, isn't it?
Aye.
Isn't it mad, right, when you were little and that, if you like shopped at Aldi or whatever, and you went to school with Aldi or Netto bag, you would get bullied to fuck.
Oh, aye.
But now, Aldi and all that shit, it's like...
The people with the brains gone.
It's the done thing, innit?
Aye. Definitely is, aye. Especially at home.
You were going to burst in war school if you went in with an Aldi bag.
Oh, no.
You would have got lived.
Try going in with a Netto bag.
Aye. Netto, the orange logo with the little dog on.
Aye. I always thought it was a horse, mate.
Maybe it was it dog?
I don't know.
You'll think the Lloyd's TSB.
Aye, it was definite horse that.
Remember quick.
But they wouldn't have had carrier bags though.
Who, Netto?
Live, man! What are you talking about, man?
What are you talking about? You know these fucking notes, like?
Aye, I'm not too busy reading these. What else we got?
I saw Tottenham's football game got cancelled because 13 people got tested positive for COVID. 8 of the players and 5 of the fucking staff tested positive for COVID, so that's them fucked.
So what happened there then?
Nah.
Kevin,
13 people.
We're proper informative, aren't we?
That's what happened. They had a game coming up and it got cancelled because they all got COVID.
Aye. Fair enough
then,
eh?
A Conference League match.
Aye, Reed, so where we're going next then, because we've got no more notes for that, and we haven't got any more notes for it. What about we cut it to?
Right, so rather than things to say again,
should we get the ball out?
I'll ask you one this time.
Right, aye. Get the fucking ball out.
Do you think COVID is a government conspiracy?
Oh yeah, I'm fucking sick of COVID now, Gavin with COVID, man. Do I think it's a government conspiracy, a full-on conspiracy? Like, what does it mean? Like, do I think it's a made-up thing?
Aye, like the government planned it all and blah 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 blah.
Tickles your brain, that.
The government wanted to get this RNA shit in our veins so they could control every thought.
What's RNA?
It's what's in the vaccine.
Is it? What does it mean, RNA?
I don't know, just some made up, like...
You just made it
up?
It's
an alternative to DNA.
Alright. What does that stand for?
I don't know the facts yet, man. I get pulled apart by all the conspiracy theorists telling me that me now.
You can't even call them conspiracy theorists, man. Because people fully believe that it is.
Do you think the whole thing was made up?
I don't think it was made up, and I probably don't think that it came from someone in China eating a bat. But oh yeah, I've been put on the spot, yeah, because I would like to have a bit of time to actually think about it. Maybe we should come back to this one on the next one.
You know, we've always said we would never like talk about politics or like even COVID because we just think it's a bit boring and everyone's sick of the cunt. And this would be, you know, somewhere where people could come and get away from all that shit. But I think it's about time we had our 2 cents with it, like.
Oh yeah.
I don't think. I think right, if it was a government conspiracy, right, what's the government got to gain from all this shit? Like the economies are fucked. Like, well, because they're making a few quid off pharmaceuticals. But what about the rest of the economy? Like, how does that make any sense? Why would the government want this to be happening? So I don't think it is. It's just a fucking virus, do you know what I mean?
Aye. There's been ones in the past and that, hasn't there?
Obviously there's loads of other dodgy shit that's went on, like fucking Borris, by the way, he's going on the list of people who want to fight.
He can't move.
My eye, get Borris on the top of the list, you fucking stupid little... I don't want to get it.
You bring up Dave?
You little bug. And I'll get
Tell
shot.
him what you think about Steve.
But like, for him to come out the other day and start, literally the same day that it came out that Number 10 had a party last Christmas during lockdown when people couldn't see their families.
Aye, that wasn't very nice, mate.
All but cancelled Christmas. I think you could see each other on Christmas Day for a little bit or something.
Horrible bastards, yeah.
You know, people couldn't see like their dying family in hospitals. You couldn't even get to your fucking own family's funerals and that. And meanwhile, this daft cunt's having a party at 10 Downing Street.
Yeah, nah.
And then the same day that came out to light, he's on about putting new restrictions in for Christmas.
Oh, I know.
Who the fuck do you think you're like?
Tell him,
do you know
Steve.
what I mean?
Tell me gonna punch his teeth off. Tell him.
We'll get the video closed. We'll get banned off the internet.
Aye.
But
that would be Neil Mail.
He's a clown.
Have you seen the haircut on him?
He's a fucking idiot.
What's he doing? Looks like he's been pulled through the
You know
bush.
what it is? I've never had any faith in any government that we've ever had in Britain, ever since in my whole lifetime. I've never once thought, oh, like these are good. I've just constantly been disappointed by
Did you not like that wife?
Theresa May? No.
Oh no, I don't know to put the me in that.
And fucking, so when this came out the other day about this party Number 10 during lockdown, I was just like, I wasn't even surprised or shocked. I was just like, it just sounds like something they would do.
As if that video was circulating of them literally taking the piss out of
They've done like a mock press conference in case it came out. What would they say?
Yeah,
and they were practicing what they would say if like someone
they
said,
were
"Oh,
laughing
what's
and
the
everything.
like laughing, saying, "Oh, how to answer that."
Dodgy
It's
bastards.
fucking shocking, you know.
Aye, aye. I can see you actually,
It's
Steve.
one of the main reasons why I never want to go back, you know. Fuck them.
Was it Borris Johnson?
Just
Scared of him, mate?
how they run the country, man. It's bad, man, isn't it? Like, I've got any faith in them. I just never feel like they're doing the right thing for the people. They never have the like interest of the majority in their heart. I don't think.
What's that, mate?
It's a cat playing his ball.
Cat's playing these bats. Is he?
Aye, and I just feel like people have had enough now, you know. And I just think like if they do try and impose more lockdowns, people are just going to say, "Now, what is he's going to fuck off? We're not doing it."
I think that should be the way it goes.
That's how I would be like.
But we can't be seen to be inciting their riots, yeah, mate.
No.
Anyone watches anyway?
80 odd viewers I got it. It was a riot, wasn't it?
Aye, wait. You never know what mad dogs are in there, eh?
Aye. Yeah. But I'm sure most people back home feel the same, and even people in Australia, like we're going away to Byron Bay for a week for Christmas in a week's time. Hopefully,
we're going on in the news.
And then after that, me and my lads are going to Gold Coast to see our family for a week. But like to get over the border, you've got to have a negative PCR test 72 hours before you cross the border. But 72 hours before you cross the border is fucking Boxing Day. So it's going to be right fuck on trying to get 2 COVID tests, which take 2 days to come back, which are $150 each. Or you can pay $300 each for a same day one, so $600 just to get across the border. Then you've got to get another one after you've been there for 5 days, and another one before you come back.
Aye.
So yeah, for fuck's sake, man, like, let me get on with our lives.
Aye.
I've been vaccinated, we're fucking wear masks on the bus. What more can we do? Do you know what I mean?
Aye, I know.
Like, what more do you want me to do?
And that's the same country.
And I think it'll get to a point where everyone's just had enough of it, and it's going to be like, now what, we've played this game for 2 years now, you're just going to fuck off.
Aye. I know. But you know what is on the other hand, what happens if it is just fucking everything that the day needs to be done? I don't know. You know what it is? I'm always telling people that I don't really care about what you've got to say. I prefer to bury my head in the sand and just crack on with my life, you know what I mean?
Aye. But I've got to say, right, I've never once been concerned about getting COVID. I would probably rather get it and build up the antibodies and get on with my life like everyone's with a half a brain since day one's been saying, look after the elderly, look after the vulnerable. Aye, but like young people in their 20s, 30s, 40s and that with no like major health concerns, just get on with your fucking lives. It's like getting the flu or any other virus what's out there. Do you know what I mean? It's just something that exists now.
Right, so
Anyway,
so that's
I digress.
I congress. So we've got on the list, right? We've got the fellas, we've got Logan and Jake Paul, we've got the True Josie, and we've now got Borris Johnson.
Top of the list.
How Tony Blair on? Now the way we're on.
You get Tony Blair on.
What do you reckon?
Aye. Ooh, fucking Bill Gates or someone. Nah, you will
a
get
couple of blokes from the gym as
yeah,
well.
we will get shot if we start going after Bill Gates. We'll get suicided.
Stevie Epstein.
I will edit that bit.
I fuck that guy. Cut that out, didn't want to be hiding them names about.
I know.
We'll have the cabal on the way. Aye, what we're on? Oh, on 26 minutes.
What do you reckon? Get the ball out.
Aye, fucking yeah, I think you've got it.
That's it.
Oh, I see it. Need some stronger lenses, mate.
I'll put the question back in like, so if you get that one again, just stick it back in.
We didn't answer it? Oh, we did. We went on about it, didn't we?
But I need more about COVID after this episode, like, that's the same of it.
No. Who put that in there?
Shade.
I wonder why that's in there. You've got ulterior motive. You like, actually, I might read you that one then. That's a good one, actually. Would you rather be blind or deaf? That's it. That's a hard one, that.
Now it is.
It's a good one, hey?
I would probably say blind, you know.
You'd rather be blind?
I'm half fucking blind as it is anyway. But can you imagine never listening to music?
Aye.
I can't like. I listen to music every day.
Then can you imagine never being able to say anyone?
Just feeling. I don't know.
You're a dirty bastard, gee.
And I don't know.
Oh, is that you, Butch, is it?
I wouldn't like
There's
to
a feeling of gland then.
I wouldn't like to be either, to be fair. But if I had to pick one, I'll go like I'm blind. No, you?
Now what, as much as I love music, listening to music, all that, fucking hell, it's hard, you know. I'd probably rather be deaf. Because I think it would just, your general life would be easier.
Yeah.
You're fucking walking about, you can't even see, man.
But like, if you were blind, right, and you could still listen to tunes, you just put your headphones on and you just be transport yourself somewhere else.
No. I guess so. But just going about your daily life would be fucking so hard, man.
I know.
You know when you see them doing on the high street and that, and they're like that with the stick and that, you just fucking...
Can't do that, man.
Why not? They're not gonna see it. That's definitely getting cut out now.
Fucking hell!
Nah, that's definitely getting cut out, mate.
I've got to keep that in, like.
Fuck off. I wouldn't have thought no of it if you hadn't said you can't do that. But I was trying to say was that I would rather be deaf than blind because I didn't think blind people can get about their daily life very easily. That's all I was trying to say.
Aye.
But
wouldn't be ideal, like.
I was just fucking hell. It didn't look bad.
We've got some editing to do this episode, mate.
Nah.
No filters, I'm going to chuck out filters.
Aye. I seen Jackpot doing his play. I think it's a play for Purely FILTA. I used to love that film, you know. I reckon that'll be mint, like.
Aye, it'll be good.
If I was at home, I would definitely be going to see it.
Aye, 100%. I like that. I like, and especially when it's Purely FILTA. I used to love that film.
And I reckon he'll play the part really well.
Aye,
He's funny content, like. But
But
you seen? That's where I got that from. Actually, you seen the bit where Sewell, I think that's who Jackpot's playing. He's in the bookshop, man.
Aye.
And he's like, and the wife's, what you doing and all that? It's he can say, I'm just browsing and all that. He can say, just browsing. You say, he goes, you're not deaf, are you? He goes, you're not fucking blind. And then he's fucking scorpions when he's talking that.
Aye.
But
it's a class film.
Aye. But I think that's all I had to say, I think.
Aye. Well, I think that brings me to the end of the show. Thanks again for everyone who's been watching and subscribing. We've had another 10 or so subscribers.
Oh, the numbers are soaring through the roof, mate.
170 subscribers we're on, aye.
Aye.
Aye. But the goal was 100, wasn't it?
100 viewers, 100 subscribers.
Alright. Alright, so thanks very much. If you don't already, please subscribe. Follow the Instagram page at the FILTA for daft videos and that. But yeah, thanks very much for tuning in. Next weekend we're going to do a Christmas special, so stay tuned for that.
Hi, my name is Manola.
I haven't got the headphone in.
Oh, I know. Yeah, what a tune this was.
Alright, so next week, tune in next week for the Christmas special.
It's a Christmas special. Let's have to make some notes for that. Well, then Christmas.
Take some fucking notes.
Christmas carols, is that what we're doing?
We're going to dress up and sing Christmas carols.
I'm not fucking dressing up. Remember the last
we're not dressing
question
up
we
again.
Fucking shite.
Aye. So thanks very much for watching once again. Sorry now, we're going.
No, man. Who? Aye. We're out. I'm out of there. I didn't even press record.
Did you not?